ChatGPT is an AI chatbot that understands what you type and responds like a real conversation partner. Think of it as your personal assistant, ready to answer questions, explain concepts, or help you create content. Before we explore specific strategies, here's what matters most. Mastering ChatGPT isn't about memorizing features. It's about completely changing how you think about AI's role in your life. Think of AI as your smartest, most tireless intern working around the clock. It won't make you smarter, but it will make you faster, giving you speed and leverage in everything you do. AI provides incredible leverage by collapsing time and team requirements. What used to take 100 hours now takes 1. And what needed 20 people, you can now handle alone. Stop using ChatGPT like Google. It requires a completely different approach where you ask for angles, tactics, and leverage instead of just facts. Instead of asking, what are some good business ideas? Try, what are 8 off-the-radar business ideas being discussed in message boards and subreddits that are poised to explode? You'll get drastically different, more actionable results. Shift from competitive thinking, where you fight over what already exists, to creative thinking, where you invent entirely new solutions. ChatGPT is a tool for creation, not imitation. Treat ChatGPT like a $1 million employee working 24/7. Give it real work like writing investor reports, designing pricing models, and creating newsletters to transform it from a passive tool into an active partner. Technology has leveled the playing field so dramatically that you as a single person today have the same power as a 20-person company had in the past. Use ChatGPT the way wealthy people think. Don't just solve today's problem, build systems that solve tomorrow's problems too, creating a library of reusable approaches with every interaction. This is the story of how I stopped using ChatGPT like a dictionary and discovered it was actually a 24/7 thinking partner waiting to transform how I work. The old way meant typing quick questions and getting quick answers. The new way treats ChatGPT as a thinking amplifier, where you upload complete context and ask it to challenge every assumption you're making. When deciding whether to acquire a company, I uploaded every financial document and concern, had ChatGPT act as my board of directors, and it revealed I was assuming the founder would stay 2 years with nothing in the contract guaranteeing that I didn't buy, and 6 months later, the founder left and the business collapsed. Instead of starting every conversation from zero, create a master prompt, a living document that teaches AI exactly who you are, your constraints, and what matters to you. Generic advice like wake up early and make a to-do list ignores that you might have ADHD or 2 young kids. Personalized guidance from a master prompt gives you solutions that actually fit your life. My master prompt knew we had 2 kids under 10, one with sensory issues, a tennis tournament schedule to follow, and a preference for experiential learning. So when planning our 9-month trip, ChatGPT suggested Portugal in October with tennis academies, parks, and cooking classes instead of crowded museums. And 7 months in, the trip has been incredible. Open ChatGPT and say, help me create a master prompt. Ask me questions until you understand who I am, my values, my constraints, my goals, my quirks. Then answer honestly, save it as a PDF, and upload it to every conversation that matters. You can use ChatGPT as a mirror to reveal patterns in your own thinking that you're too close to see yourself. I fed 3 years of journal entries to ChatGPT and asked what patterns I was blind to. It told me that every time I said too busy, I was actually describing avoidance, and that insight changed everything. Because now I ask, what am I avoiding instead of hiding behind busyness? What if you could read the book that an expert never wrote by having ChatGPT synthesize all their scattered content into organized, actionable knowledge? I collected every interview and documented strategy from Mr. Beast, had ChatGPT write the book he would write about scaling media companies, got 200 pages of organized wisdom, applied 5 strategies to my YouTube channel, and my views tripled in 2 months. Start logging every major decision with your reasoning and expected outcomes. Then have ChatGPT challenge your thinking to reveal blind spots before you commit. I was about to hire a COO for $200,000 when ChatGPT asked what specific operations were broken. That question made me realize I didn't actually know. So I documented what was eating my time, discovered I needed a project manager instead, hired the right person for $80,000 and saved $120,000. Tell ChatGPT explicitly to challenge you. By default, AI is agreeable, so you need to override that by saying your job is to poke holes in my thinking, not validate it. Record yourself doing complex tasks on Zoom and let ChatGPT turn that messy process into clean, teachable checklists that anyone can follow. I recorded myself doing a quarterly business review, uploaded the transcript to ChatGPT, got a perfect one-page checklist with all the steps and pitfalls, and now my assistant runs the reviews even though she's never done one before. That bought back 8 hours every quarter. Transform big visions into 90-day roadmaps with specific daily actions that actually move you forward instead of leaving you paralyzed. I'd been going to write a book for 4 years until ChatGPT designed a 90-day roadmap with escalating daily word counts. Week 1 was brain-dumping ideas. Week 3 was picking my core message. Week 5 was creating outlines. And Week 9 was writing the terrible first draft of Chapter 1. I followed it, and the book's done. ChatGPT can generate images of what success looks like. You speaking on stage, holding your finished book. Audience engaged. And looking at it every morning isn't motivation. It's calibration that keeps your brain focused on where you're going. Give ChatGPT your complete financial picture and let it create a personalized pay-yourself-first schedule that actually works for your situation. I gave ChatGPT my real income, expenses, and debt. It told me to auto-transfer $600 to savings the day after my retainer client's pay. I set it up without thinking about it, and 14 months later, I have $9,000 saved for the first time in my life. Upload a year of expenses to ChatGPT and ask it to flag every possible tax deduction for your specific situation. You'll be surprised what you've been missing. I uploaded my expenses, and ChatGPT found $11,000 in deductions I'd missed. Internet, home office, courses, even part of my cell phone. My accountant confirmed everything, and I got $2,700 back for 20 minutes of work. Create AI versions of mentors you wish you had access to. Dead people, famous people, busy people who'd never take your call, and consult them whenever you're stuck. I created an AI board with Seth Godin, Brené Brown, and my late grandfather. Asked them about a lucrative brand deal that didn't align with my values. Got 3 perspectives on why short-term revenue isn't worth diluting my positioning, turned it down, and 3 months later, a better opportunity came through that tripled the payment and aligned perfectly. Instead of New Year's resolutions you'll forget by February, have ChatGPT write letters from your future self to be delivered at 30, 90, and 365 days. I told ChatGPT my goals and fears. It drafted letters for different milestones. And when the 90-day letter arrived yesterday saying, "You're in the messy middle where most people quit, but you're not most people, the breakthrough is closer than you think," I needed that reminder because I was ready to quit. Create projects for major life areas and upload everything relevant so ChatGPT already knows your complete context in every conversation. I created an investment strategy project with my bank statements, portfolio, and risk tolerance. So when I asked about a real estate syndication, ChatGPT immediately caught that it would push my real estate allocation to 55%, violating my own diversification rule I'd forgotten in my excitement. Stop trying to master everything. Ask ChatGPT for the 20% of lessons that deliver 80% of results and skip the fluff. I needed to learn SEO to make informed decisions. Ask ChatGPT for the minimum effective dose, got a focused 3-hour path covering keyword research, on-page optimization and backlinks, learned it in a weekend, applied it immediately, and my blog traffic increased 40% in 2 months. Use ChatGPT before, during, and after important meetings to prepare talking points, role-play objections, and organize follow-up so nothing slips through. Before my partnership meeting, I gave ChatGPT the context and goals. It created an agenda and role-played my potential partner, pushing back with, "Why should I give up equity when I could just hire you as a consultant?" I hadn't prepared for that. ChatGPT gave me 3 counter-arguments. I used one during the real meeting, and the partnership closed with no missed deadlines. Create a custom GPT that reshapes your messages before you send them, especially when you're emotional. so the same core message comes across with a better tone. I was frustrated about my contractor missing another deadline. Spoke it to my message filter GPT, and it reshaped "I'm frustrated you missed another deadline" into "Can we schedule a quick call to understand what's happening and adjust our plan?" Same message, different tone, better outcome. Stop being overwhelmed by complex travel planning. Give ChatGPT all your constraints and preferences and let it design options you can actually use. Planning our 9-month world schooling trip across 15 countries would have taken months, but I gave ChatGPT our dates, budget, kids' needs, tennis schedule, and learning preferences. And it designed the entire journey with specific reasoning like, go to Portugal in October for mild weather, tennis academies and harvest season learning. 7 months in, the trip has been magical. Use ChatGPT's voice mode to vent after rough days and ask it to help you find the lesson or silver lining you're missing. I lost a major client and was devastated. Vented everything to ChatGPT. And it said, "You've been complaining for 3 months that this client takes 40% of your time but only provides 15% of your revenue. They just freed you to find better clients." And my perspective shifted immediately. Let ChatGPT interview you about meaningful moments in your life and organize those experiences into shareable content that resonates because it's yours. I answered ChatGPT's questions about my life for an hour. It reformatted everything into point, story, lesson, framework, and now I use these stories in my newsletter and presentations. People tell me this content resonates more than anything else because it's lived experience made teachable. Upload contracts to ChatGPT for plain English translation, risk highlighting, and question generation before you talk to your lawyer. My assistant uploaded a contract. ChatGPT flagged a non-compete clause that would have prevented me from working in my industry for 2 years. My lawyer confirmed it was egregious, and we negotiated it out. ChatGPT saved me from potentially career-ending terms I would have missed. Before difficult conversations, role-play them with ChatGPT so you can practice responses in private and show up prepared in public. Before firing someone for performance issues, I had ChatGPT act like a defensive employee who might cry. Practiced my responses until I felt confident, and the real conversation was still hard, but went as well as a firing can go because I was prepared. Ask ChatGPT to write your eulogy from multiple perspectives to see if you're building the life you actually want, or just the life that looks successful. I asked ChatGPT to draft my eulogy based on my journals and values. The family section said, "He was rarely home, but he provided well," and that destroyed me. I restructured everything to work 30 hours a week, be present for dinner, and coach my kids' tennis, and my life improved dramatically without the business suffering. Use ChatGPT to analyze photos for practical decisions, like selecting ripe produce, matching outfits, or diagnosing problems. I take photos of 3 watermelons at the store, ask ChatGPT which one is ripest. It analyzes shape, color, and stem condition, points to the best one, and it's perfect. This sounds trivial until you realize I do this for everything from matching outfits to checking if food in my fridge is still good. Stop reading lengthy documents linearly. Upload them to ChatGPT for summaries and red flag identification so you can focus on what actually matters. My 40-page investor contract would have taken 3 hours to read, but I uploaded it, asked for a 5-bullet summary and anything unusual, and ChatGPT immediately flagged the aggressive 2 times liquidation preference that could have cost me millions. I negotiated it down to 1 times. Create projects for major life areas to preserve context, files, and custom instructions across all related conversations. I organized ChatGPT into projects for business, investments, writing, family trip, and health. Now, when I open my writing project, ChatGPT already knows my voice, audience, and style without me re-explaining every time. Turn on deep research mode for complex decisions that need comprehensive analysis and let ChatGPT do the heavy lifting. I asked ChatGPT to analyze the top 5 growing renewable energy stocks. It researched for 15 minutes and came back with a comprehensive report, including sources and conflicting opinions. I invested based on that research, and I'm up 34% in 6 months. Connect external tools like Canva to ChatGPT so you can move seamlessly from creating content to designing it. I needed a pitch deck. ChatGPT drafted a 12-slide outline with copy. I said, create this presentation in Canva. 60 seconds later, I had a fully designed deck, made minor tweaks, presented it the next day, and closed the deal. Use Canvas mode with the self-reflection trick. Ask ChatGPT to define what excellence looks like before it creates anything. Writing a welcome email sequence, I said, before you write this, define what a world-class welcome sequence looks like and create an internal rubric. And instead of generic, thanks for subscribing emails, I got a sequence that builds anticipation and delivers immediate value. Open rates jumped from 22 to 47%. Upload raw data and use thinking mode with Canvas mode to transform numbers into visual stories people can actually act on. I uploaded 3 months of marketing data, turned on thinking and Canvas modes, asked for a one-page dashboard that tells the story, and it revealed that video content drives 3 times more engagement, but we're only posting it twice monthly. Everyone immediately understood to shift 30% of blog time to video. Screenshot your website, ask ChatGPT what interactive elements would increase engagement, and let it build them in Canvas mode. My landing page was converting at 2.1%. I screenshotted it. ChatGPT suggested an AI readiness quiz, built the entire widget in Canvas mode, matching my brand colors with animations. I embedded it, and conversion jumped to 4.7%. Stop asking for vague outcomes. Request specific writing elements and structures to dramatically improve quality. Instead of, write me an email, say, write this email so a 5th grader could understand it. Use short, punchy sentences and mix 5-word sentences with 15-word sentences with 3-word sentences. And the quality difference is night and day. Create custom GPTs by feeding them your best work and having them identify what makes it effective, then never start from scratch again. I fed my 10 best emails to a custom GPT, asked what makes them work. It identified patterns like conversational tone and single clear calls to action. And now that GPT writes all my emails in my style, saved me 5 hours a week. Use ChatGPT to generate multiple options, test them with your audience, and use real data to make decisions instead of guessing. I recorded a podcast episode, asked ChatGPT for 8 marketing angles, posted them as Instagram polls for 30 minutes, used the winner to write my headline, and engagement tripled because I stopped guessing what would resonate. Upload writing you admire, ask ChatGPT what makes it work, and apply those principles to transform your own writing. I uploaded pieces from writers I admire, ChatGPT identified what makes their writing work, short paragraphs, varied sentence length, conversational tone, specific details. I created a project with those principles, and people tell me my writing has completely changed. When exploring different options, create separate branches to keep each path clean and make decisions with clarity. Deciding between freelancing and startup life, I created a branch for each path, explored them separately without contamination, and made a better decision because I could see each option clearly. Create competition between AI models by showing ChatGPT better answers from competitors and challenging it to prove itself. I asked the same question to ChatGPT, Claude, Grok, and Perplexity. Pick the best answer. Go back to ChatGPT and say, Claude gave me this answer and I loved it. I thought you were better. Prove it. And the responses improved dramatically. Every time something feels inefficient, ask if ChatGPT can do it faster. You'll be surprised how many daily tasks can be streamlined. I paste recipe blog URLs and say, just the recipe. Get it immediately without scrolling through 800 words about someone's grandmother. And I do this 50 times a day with different tasks to eliminate inefficiency. Transformation doesn't come from knowing 50 strategies. It comes from consistently implementing just one until it becomes automatic. Pick one strategy. Maybe the master prompt, maybe the decision journal, maybe the message sharpener. Pick the one where you think, if I started doing that tomorrow, my life would tangibly improve. Do that one thing until it becomes automatic. Then come back for the next. Because I didn't transform my life by knowing 50 ChatGPT strategies. I transformed it by actually using 5 of them consistently. Now go pick your one thing, your future self